check your account up to date. It's real easy to pull out your phone if you don't have your laptop on you and see all your account information right there on your phone on the app. You can also deposit checks using the phone app, which is really nice instead of having to take a trip to Charles Schwab Bank. And you can kind of do request money, see your positions, all of that good stuff straight from the app. So before we get into Schwab Alliance, how do we get there? And how do we set up our account for those who haven't yet? So you can see I drew an arrow up there to the first time users. There's a blue link that you can click to set this up. It'll ask you to set up a login ID for yourself and a password, and also ask you a few security questions just to get back into your account and know that it's actually you. I know one of the things that they do ask you is for your account number, one of your account numbers. That way they can know it's you in the system. If you need this, please just reach out to one of us, our contact information that you have. I'll have my email address later on the slide. You guys can use that, and I'll get you your guys' account number so you can set this up if you haven't yet. Another way to set Schwab Alliance up for you guys, if you haven't yet, is just simply sending us an email, and we'll send you this link straight to your email address, and you can click it from there and go. But as you can see down below, the way to get to this page and set up your access is going to schwaballiance.com, or you can just look up schwab.com, and this is the page that'll pull up for you. So again, first-time users, click the button, set up your account access and security questions. Recurring users, type in your login ID and password up here at the top. And I actually have this website favorited on my laptop where I can get back super easily. And the last thing I wanted to touch on before we actually get into the platform and how to use it, as you can see down here below, Schwab's contact information. If you have a simple customer service question, excuse me, or a question with the platform, you can feel free to contact me or reach out to Charles Schwab, and I'm sure one of us will help you. Reaching out to me will probably be a lot easier process, and you may not have to talk to 5 people to accomplish your goal, but the number is there if you guys need it. So let's go ahead and jump right into the actual platform here. I already have it pulled up. So when you go through that screen that I was just on and you log in, this is what you'll see. You'll come up on the summary page. And really today, we're going to spend all our time in this accounts tab right here at the top left. The other 4, trade, research, move money, and products. Really, that's our job as the financial advisor, obviously trading the accounts, researching, and move money. We set up most of our move money transactions for our clients. So we set up all the distributions, maybe monthly distributions that you guys have in retirement. We set those up for you, as well as contributions you made to your account. You can set up the contributions from your bank account on your own, but again, usually it's just easier to reach out to us and we'll set this up for you. So that's why we'll be staying in this accounts tab. Really, summary, balances, positions, history, and statements. Those are the 5 tabs we'll stay in today, because that's where clients will spend 99% of their time. Before we jump into those tabs, on the home summary screen here, I just wanted to touch on a few things. So this profile screen right here, this has a few tabs that I know many of you have used and / may want to use going forward. So you can see your contact information. This includes your email address, your home address, and your phone number. So let's say you move, you get a new phone, or you're changing email addresses, you'll want to go in here and update this contact information. You can also just reach out to us and we can update this for you if you move or whatever, one of those things I listed, we can update that for you if you don't. But this is where you can find it to do it on your own. Right below that, you see beneficiaries, pretty self-explanatory. You want to change the beneficiary on your account. I believe you have the access to go in and do this on your own right here on this tab. But if you can't find this, please, again, just reach out to us and we'll set this up for you. And the last tab that I wanted to touch on here, but not actually go into, is this account access form. This has been a very huge thing that we've been dealing with since being at Charles Schwab. For those of you that moved from TD Ameritrade, the account access to see your spouse's accounts was already set up for you at TD Ameritrade. When we merged, that went away. So we've had to set up this for all the clients who have wanted to see their spouse's account still. It's just another DocuSign form we've had to send you guys, sign, simple setup. but you can set this up on your own as well. Right here on this profile tab, scroll down, account access. If you click it, I'll kind of show you what it looks like. You can hit this green button that says give account access, and you'll want to hit view only access. And it's simply just a form that you sign, and you can set this up for yourself. Again, like I've said with everything else, if you can't figure this out, please just reach out to me at my email address that you'll see later on in this PowerPoint, and we'll get this set up for you. So yeah, one other quick thing before we jump into the tabs, this support tab, if you hit contact us, it'll show you the customer service number and just the different contact information. If you guys have a simple question for Schwab, that is where you can find out how to get it. So I'm going to go back to the summary screen. Just one quick thing, you can either click on accounts and hit summary, or you can just hit this Charles Schwab blue logo right here, and it'll send you back to the main home screen. So to dive into this here, you can see the total value of your accounts right here with the day change as well as the 6 months change. Something I like to mention is these drop down arrows you see me just click. If none of these drop down arrows are clicked, you won't really see anything on any of the pages. Right here, see, there's nothing really on this page if I don't click any of the drop down arrows. So it's important to make sure you click those. It'll show all the information necessary that you want to see. So instead of just seeing the day change and 6 months change, now we can go back and see year, 2 years, 1 year, whatever. And you can drag along this line chart and see the each day-to-day performance. So this account's worth 56,000 today. I want to know what it's worth on, let's say, August 15th. Scroll down this little line here, August 15th, right there, 54,000. So that's just one way you can judge how your account's done. Now, one thing I want to mention, and you'll probably hear me mention this multiple times throughout the webinar, is Schwab only shows your balance as a value standpoint, not as a performance standpoint. So right here, the 6 months change that you see, up $2,400. This not only includes your performance of your investments, but also any contributions you would have made to your account or distributions you would have taken from your account. Excuse me. It doesn't show only the performance of your investment assets. Schwab Alliance has said that this is the job of the custodian and is on us, the financial advisor, to give you that investment performance. So let's see, one day you're in here, you're like, yeah, I see my account value, I understand, but this really doesn't show 100% accurate picture of my investments. You'll want to reach out to us and we can send you a performance report that shows exactly that. So that's just something I wanted to touch on. If you click this blue eye, it kind of tells you exactly what I just said. The account's day change indicates the change in account value from the previous trading day. This includes your trading activity as well as deposits and withdrawals. So again, this wouldn't be a 100% accurate picture if you wanted to know only how your performance of your investment assets have done. If we scroll down a little here, you can see that it shows both the investments of this one account and this other grouped. Some of you, I've done this for some of you, and I know many of you would like to know how. If you click this drop down right here in the settings tab, it's going to open up this square. So what this is both these accounts started off in this group. I added another group. So for example, Curry Web accounts. I'm going to add this group, and let's say you have one of these other accounts as accounts that we don't manage. So you want to see them grouped, your accounts that we don't manage and also accounts that we do manage for you. You can set this up. You can drag the account on the left side by those 4 bars right there and drag them into the group. You can name this group, name either group. You can also name the account. So you can say, let's say this is Bob's account and the others is Ashley's. Or maybe this is my daughter's account and the other one's my son's account. You can name those accounts and also group them accordingly. Just make sure you hit the save button down here and you can see it groups them. Also, you can obviously group them all together if you want to see accounts all together. You guys know how to do that now. If you click this blue link on the very right, this more blue link, you can either click, it shows you the account value of it, and you can click the positions detail of this account, the balances of this account, transactions, and statements of this account. Just another way to get to that tab, but I usually just use the tabs at the top of the screen. but just another way to get there. If you scroll down, we got the positions of the total summary of both accounts. So this isn't positions by one account. This is the positions of the entire summary of all accounts. So you can see it does them by ETFs and closed-ended funds. Again, remember to choose the drop-down arrow so you can see these. Scroll down, mutual funds, fixed income, and cash. So those are the 4 categories that Schwab Alliance uses to categorize your investments. And that's how you can see them right here on the main summary screen. So yeah, just a couple more quick highlights or to summarize the summary screen. Make sure you group all these accounts accordingly as you want to so you can see them on the chart above. Make sure you click the drop down arrows to see the information you need. And lastly, on the settings, make sure you click this include total value checkbox right here. If this is unclicked, the value and performance of this account won't show up on the summary screen or anywhere else on Schwab Alliance. So you'll want to make sure this include total value box is checked. Very last thing I want to mention real quickly before we move on from the summary screen is on the right. You can see right here, it's called the Activity Center. If you click that bar over instead of hiding it, you can scroll down. We're in the process right now of getting our logo put up here and contact information such as an email address for you guys to use. You can see that it already says our name and our phone and our address right here, but soon we'll have a logo with an email address to reach out to for you guys. So if you're on Schwab Alliance, super easy way to contact us, just clicking that and boom, it's right there. Another thing right here below, add the view only access like I was talking about earlier. Instead of going up here into the profile icon, you can just click this quick link, add view only access, as well as going paperless. Many of you may get paper sent to your mail and you may not want it anymore. This will just go straight to your email if you choose this go paperless option. And lastly, this Discover Schwab Alliance, it kind of just makes me want to say I encourage you guys to just play around a little in the system. In my opinion, that's the best way to learn technology is trial and error. So try something, see if it works, see what it does, play around in the system a little bit. I think before you guys know it, you'll be flying around the system with ease. So if we go to the balances tab at the top of the screen next to summary, this shows the balances of both brokerage accounts if you wish, or you can just check one. So you can choose one at a time to see, or you can select this show all brokerage accounts. I'm going to show all brokerage accounts first. Again, shows the account breakdown by account. You scroll down here, it shows the account with the account value, as well as the cash in it, securities in it, cash available to trade, just all the different things here below. And the same thing with the IRA, the other account, if you keep scrolling down. So it shows both accounts. I'm going to now narrow it down to just one account to point out a few things here. I'm going to do the IRA. If you do one account at a time, it's going to show you these 4 boxes here on the right side of your chart, which another chart just like the summary screen. And you can also go back and choose any date. So today it's December 5th. I want to see what my account was on May 19th. Go. Boom, it shows the account value right here, the day change, and just kind of what you had in that account as of that date. Return to your current balances just with a simple click right there. And now we're back to the current date. So that's how you can kind of go back and see what your value was on a specific date that you may have wanted to see. On the right, as I was kind of mentioned earlier, these 4 gray boxes, you can categorize these however you want to. You see there's 16 different filters you can choose. I think this is very, very good for people who have already started their required minimum distribution. So it'll show your IRA distributions for 2023 as well as the RMD. This is really nice to have. Let's say you have a big expense coming at the end of the year. You may still have more money to take from your IRA account. That could be your source of funding. Or let's say you're just curious, you've taken out $10,000 from your IRA. I wonder how much more I have to take from my RMD to satisfy it. You can show that right here on your Schwab Alliance screen. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to add in there. If you scroll down, balance details, again, shows the cash, the security values, and then kind of just details on the right. Your IRA contributions for the year, as well as distributions for the year. Something cool to see, and funds available to trade. I'll kind of explain this for a second. Many of you will understand this, but those of you who are from TD Ameritrade, this may be new for you. So at TD Ameritrade, if you requested money, we could really send you that money on the same day, if not the very next day for sure. At Charles Schwab, we have to wait 2 days for the trades we place to settle before we can send you the cash. So let's say we place a trade on Monday, you're most likely not getting that money until Wednesday, Thursday in your bank account because it takes that 2 days for the cash to settle on the trade. And I believe it also usually takes a day to send to your bank account. So it's really like a 3 to 5 day process now at Charles Schwab to get money. Just something to know. There's no way around this. It's just how it is at Charles Schwab. Again, just to summarize this, click the settings tab right here over on the right. If you want to drag and drop boxes in here, that's how you do it. Cash and investments, just drag it, drop in there and save it down here at the bottom to make sure it stays for you going forward. And I believe that is everything I wanted to cover on the balance screen. So we'll move on to positions. So this shows the positions of you can either do, again, like the balance screen, you can either do it by one account or you can show all brokerage accounts. It's kind of like the positions tab on the summary page we looked at earlier. It shows the value of each account down here at the bottom, as well as the positions in each account, the price of them, price change, market value, day change, cost basis, and gain and loss. You can see that right here. And like I said earlier, it categorizes them into four things: your ETFs, your mutual funds, your fixed income positions, and your cash. Those are the 4 categories it puts them in. I'm going to go ahead and mention this again because you see it has a blue eye up here. If you click the blue eye next to day change or gain and loss, I just wanted to re-emphasize that this only shows the gain and loss since you bought the account. So meaning whatever price you bought this position in, okay, it's going to compare that to what the price of the position is now. The gain and loss between those two, that's what it shows on the screen. So it doesn't show any income that you or dividends you may have made from this fund. So it's not 100% accurate when you look at it from a performance standpoint because it's only showing the cost basis, the change of the price. So it doesn't include those income or dividends. One other thing I wanted to mention when you're looking at these, and let's say you're looking through your positions, you say, well, I want to know what position has the most value. You come up here, any of these blue links you can click around the system. Usually anything that's a blue link in the system, it has a purpose if you click on it. So I want to filter them by market value. So I want my position that has the most value at the top, and then, as you can see, ascending down. Or maybe I want to know what's made the most money just from point A to point B. Click that button and you can see the one that made the most money is at the top. The one that lost the most money is at the bottom. So this is another way to filter through here. I don't imagine you guys will be spending the majority of your time in balances or positions. I imagine 95% of the time will be spent in summary, history, and statements, but this is of course here for you if you need it. Moving on to the history tab. This shows the transactions if you want to be more descriptive or exact about what exactly you're looking for. So you can filter. You see there's many different filters here. I only want to see, let's say, deselect all right here down at the bottom. I'm only going to look at withdrawals. I apply that. It's going to show me all withdrawals from this account. So there's none been made. But if there was a withdrawal from this account, it would show the exact amount on the right and the date on the left of the exact withdrawal. Again, you can go back, reselect all. I'm going to apply all. You can filter this by date. So the most recent transaction that's happened in your account, you can filter it by symbol or by amount. So just other ways to filter through this. If you click this date range up here on the left, you can see you can go only the past 14 days and see all transactions, or you can go through all and see all transactions from all time. You just realize gain and loss. I don't think many of you will use this because it's not 100% accurate with not including the income or dividends. But again, you can see this here. Moving on to the statements tab. Again, like the positions and balances screen, you can click both accounts or you can choose just one at a time. I'm going to choose both. You can see right here, it has a 1099 dashboard. So if you're doing your taxes with TurboTax or whatever, your 1099 will appear right here for you. You can download it super easily from the system. So you don't need somebody to send you something in the mail. We can just look online, grab the tax form from you very, very easily right here. If you scroll down, you can also see statements. You can click tax forms, trade confirmations, just more different things to look through here. I think the main things that are probably most used is statements and tax forms. So again, these tax forms, whenever you're looking for, you know, doing your tax return in March, just come right here. It does show the last 10 years of statements, so you can go back as far as 10 years to look through all the tax forms all the way back then. Or maybe you just want to see your monthly statements. So you can come right here. I know many of you probably know what this is. It's going to show your account value, the contributions and distributions you've made year to date. It's going to show your balance performance, if it's went up or down on exact dates. Just on the month-to-month basis, the custodian puts this in your statements tab. So every single month, at the end of the month, you can go in and kind of view how you've done from a month-to-month basis or the entire year. This is where you will go to find those. Some people may also need to send in statements for when they're buying something to the bank, a financial statement. You can reach out to us to get that for you, or you can also go into here in your monthly statements. I believe that is it that I wanted to cover in the statements tab. So just to give a quick summary of Schwab Alliance again, remember to click the drop down arrows to show more information, as this can really hide a lot from you. To learn more about the day change and kind of what I was talking about earlier, you can click this blue little eye and read through the different things around Schwab Alliance. Again, if you click this settings button right here, you can group your accounts by moving them on the left side, or name accounts. And make sure you hit save right here at the bottom. I believe that is everything I wanted to cover in Schwab Alliance. So before we wrap things up here, I just wanted to give you guys my email address, if you guys don't have it already, to reach out to. Any questions you have with Schwab Alliance, I'm your guy to reach out to. I also put my colleague Jennifer's email address here next to mine. She helps me set up all the forms and get people set up in Schwab Alliance as well. So she's another great person to reach out to if you have a quick question. I believe both of us can help you out at a way quicker pace than you may get reaching out to Charles Schwab directly. And it may be a way better experience for you as well. So that's just there if you need it. I'm sorry I didn't put my phone number for those who may want it. It's 765-401-6899. And last but most certainly not least, I put our website link down there at the bottom. If you don't know who I am, you can feel free to go to our website. There's an About Us page. Learn about the four of us at our company, kind of how we think about things, and view our business. So yeah, I appreciate all you guys who may have joined in with me today, and will use this going forward. I enjoyed making this for you guys and appreciate helping you guys out where I can. Thank you very much. Have a good rest of your day.